Hello, everybody. So we've got, hopefully, it will be kind of a fun or definitely different assignment. I basically want you to teach me how to solve a logarithmic equation and show it to me on a video. So as if you were the teacher during this lockdown. So here are the instructions, which are already on Canvas. So if you go to Canvas underneath assignments, you'll see you're the teacher video, and it has what you're seeing right now. This PDF. You have to you pick a partner in this class or another class that I teach, and you have to create a video that covers two problems. Okay, two problems where you're solving using logarithms, and they have to be real world problems, and you have to show your work. You have to write it out. So I want to see your handwriting or what you typed out, and also answer the question in the context of the problem. Don't just say and x equals 5. You have to say, what does that actually mean in the context of the problem? Is it 5 hours until the solution cools, or is it the pH value 5 times greater than the other pH value? What does x equals 5 really mean? It's due on Wednesday, November 11th. I don't want you to stress about it because I don't want you to stress about it. Just find a partner, set some time aside, and do two problems. Try to thoroughly explain how to do two problems. One of those problems has to be from the textbook. The other problem you find on Google. Okay, so how do you access these from the textbook? You've got four options: decibels, Richter scale, pH, and Newton's law of cooling. I'll go over this law of cooling thing. It also explains how to do problem two, but you'll have to go to your My Math Lab account. And on the left, you'll have the e-text. So you click on that. You click on this link, e-text, and it brings you here. So let's see here. Newton's law of cooling is on page 290. So you click on 290, and you find where on this page do they talk about Newton's law of cooling. And here it is. So this describes, here's the equation, and all sorts of variables, but all the variables are defined up here. And there's an example. So this example is use Newton's law of cooling to determine when the temperature of the egg will be 20 degrees Celsius. So the egg's initial temperature is 96 degrees. So that's T sub 0, which is, looking up here because you read this, T sub 0 is the initial temperature. And then it's placed in 16 degree Celsius water to cool. That is T sub m. And that's, where is that stated? Up here, right here. T sub m is the temperature of the surrounding medium. And then 4 minutes later, the egg is 45 degrees. So that's the temperature of the egg, T of t, based on time. So big T is the temperature, little t is the time in minutes. So and then they went on and they plugged in all the numbers, and it continues on to this next page. They had to find the K value, and they plugged in, the initial temperature, the ending temperature, the temperature of the surrounding area, all etc. And then 4 minutes. So up here from the last page, it was negative T times K. So they replaced T with 4. So it's negative 4 times K. And you're solving for K. So now we discovered that K equals 0.253. And then we went back to plug in that K value into here. And it was asking, how long will it take for that egg to be 20 degrees Celsius? And you solve for K. It may take a couple of readings, a couple of times for you to read through it to really get what's going on. But the final answer here is 11.81. So you would say something like this: the temperature of the egg will be 20 degrees Celsius after about 11.81 minutes. So, and then back to here, it says there are these four options for you to do: 49, 50, 51, and 52 on page 290, 295, I mean. So you do number 49 or 50 or 51 or 52. And these are set up almost identical to that example that you just saw. 49 might be a good way to do 49 or 51 because all the odds are in the back. And to get to the back, you go up here and you scroll down to selected answers, and all the odds are back there. So once you've done a problem from the textbook and explained how to do it and what the answer means, then you just go to Google and you do a search, how are logs used in real life? And you click on almost anything that you see here and try to find an example of a logarithm or an exponential function being used in real life, and then you go through that problem. So you do two problems, video record yourself doing it. It shouldn't be really longer than 10 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes if you're just doing two problems. But you and your partner kind of decide who's doing what and submit it by Wednesday on Cami. So you would submit it on Cami and just by adding the media. All right, good luck, everybody.